Alright, hi everyone. My name is Joey V. This is a Geek Watch Gaming Morning, and this is Myth: The Fallen Lords. We have finished up Rogue Legacy, and we've moved on to a new game. This is one of my favorite games of all time. This is Myth: The Fallen Lords by Bungie. Yes, Bungie, the same people who make Halo. And this was made in 1997. It's a real-time strategy game with no resource management. I'm going to say that again. It's a real-time strategy with no resource management. This game is all about the units that you have. This is the army that you have. You have to make it work. There are units. They all have different abilities. There are warriors. There are archers. There are dwarves who throw Molotov cocktails, bombs. You know, there are berserkers who are very much like Scottish warriors from Braveheart. You know, there's all this different stuff, and it's like mission. When you start a mission, these are the units that you have. You gotta make it work. You gotta kill your other opponents while not losing too much. So it's crazy. It's awesome. It's one of the things that I really latched onto when I was a kid. This was freshman year in high school for me, so I wanted to go back and play a little bit. This is kind of the impetus for me wanting to go back and start streaming, was to play through Myth. Myth 2 Soulblighter, the sequel to this, is the better game, and that Myth 2 Soulblighter is my favorite game of all time. But Myth: The Fallen Lords is still a fantastic entry, and I just wanted to go through the single player. I don't think anyone's still playing multiplayer. I'll talk about all kind of the instances of what happened with Myth, and yeah. But you know, first thing we gotta do is we gotta start a new game and get that opening cinematic.
Wednesday, August 3rd, Crow's Bridge. Yesterday, our Legion entered the village of Crow's Bridge and halted there for the night. We are just 4 days' march from the besieged city of Madrigal now, and with a little luck should arrive there in time to prevent its capture by the enemy. Shiva, one of the Fallen Lords, has been attacking the city for 2 days, but so far has been held back by its defenders. We all know the battle for Madrigal will decide the fate of all the northern lands, and that if it falls, we will soon have nowhere to retreat but the ocean. Fearing for their safety, the villagers here pleaded with us to remain when we broke camp this morning. None of them understand yet what is happening, but they have all seen the refugees from the south, and they are frightened. Our officers seemed unsympathetic until the people returned with 9 young pigs and 10 dozen loaves of bread. 15 of us are to stay now, perhaps to fight boredom instead of the Fallen Lords, and watch the bridge here for 2 days.
I love the way that they tell the story. It is done through journal entries and voiceover. They have a little bit of this.
Did you hear what happened to Avon's Grove?
Yeah, there were no bodies.
What'd they do with all the bodies?
They have a few of these kind of interestingly done cinematics, but those are never really the things that stick out in your mind. It's always the journal entries. It's the wonderful writing from the point of view of...
The bridge is being attacked. Let's get out of here.
All right, I successfully switched. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so as you can see, I have 2 warriors here. There are a bunch of enemies, and if I run them in here, then I'm in trouble because I am severely outnumbered. So I need to go out. So now, the cool thing is you have full control over the camera. You can look at the battlefield any which way you want, which is really awesome. So, alright, so I'm going to get these. And you can also do formations. So you can do a long line, you can do a box. Usually with this, you want that. So, hold on. So those guys, the thrall, these are the thralls. They're just basically reanimated zombies. They're going to want the... Alright, so I created that. There we go. Right. Move the warriors back into town.
Yes, sir.
Great preset. Nope. Sorry. Okay, and then the dwarf. So I need to get in here. It's a little laggy. It's probably because I'm doing a bunch of crap, but it should be all right. All right. So now this mission. Now it's a pretty. It looks pretty rudimentary right now. Like, you know, very basic, you know, 3D. But this was pretty amazing at the time. Like, I remember it just being like, holy crap, like, how can they even render this? And each one of these levels is like meticulously drawn, meticulously kind of modeled, because height gives you an advantage. You know, being in water slows you down. There's just all this different amazing stuff that helps you in battle.
Yes, sir.
And you have to take all that into account. And I just love that. So, alright, so now that we've got ghouls coming in. So the ghouls are very fast. They're way faster than you. Can I do that? No, I can't do that in this game. There's like certain controls that happened in Soul Blighter that I'm like trying to use, and it's like, nope, that wasn't in here yet. So I'm trying to protect the citizens, which gets a little bit annoying, because the ghouls are way faster than I can do anything about.
Yes.
So I like want to stick close. There we go. Yeah, come on in.
We're on it.
Yeah, come on in, buddy.
Let's get him.
You kill him. He's gonna kill my archer, and I don't want that. Yes. Okay, cool. But yeah, so you can see here my archer took some damage. He's got his health bar on the side here. But let's see if I can find who got the kill. The campaign has kind of persistency. It persists. So like this warrior that got Darius that got a kill, when he goes into the next mission, he's gonna have that experience, and he's gonna attack faster, have a little bit more health, stuff like that. It's, you know, so it behooves you to keep your guys alive, and really it helps the most with archers. Archers are supremely terrible early in the game, but when you get them upgraded and they've been in a bunch of battles, they are so good. They're so good. So there's another group of ghouls around. I'm trying to think how I want to spread out just to make sure I don't get flanked by them. So this is kind of a... Oh, there they are. I just saw them. They were on my map. Where the fuck are they?
Move here, move there.
There they are. Alright, let me try and hunt them in here.
Yes.
So, but yeah, the story is really well done. I mean, if you've liked any Bungie story, I think this is their strongest writing. But it's very it's like, to me, it's their strongest writing because it's something different. It's not the same old, like, you know, they did, you know, obviously Halo's their big one, you know, and everyone kind of knows about Halo, and they talk about AI rampancy and this, that, and the other thing, and it's, okay, that's good. So I'm here now. Get my dwarf here because they're going to try and... Are they going to flank me? Or are they going to flank the friggin... I'm going to flank the town.
Let's get him.
Alright, of all the people that you're going for, the thralls are like the last thing
Mic up,
I want to go for.
Yes, sir.
Beep, 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 beep. shoot there. Trying to... The soulless are like the dark version archers. They are super annoying to deal with.
Look out!
Alright, dwarf, you suck right now. Alright, that'll do.
Step aside.
Alright. This looks like a clusterfuck because it is kinda. But it's alright. I should have more than enough to get through that. Nope, nope, don't shoot it. Shit, shit, shit. I'm gonna lose that dwarf.
Yeah.
Casualty.
Okay.
Casualty. Casualty.
Yeah.
That was really sloppy. But
Stand clear.
this is a good like explanation of like how bad things can go and how you need to have.
Got him.
Casualty.
But like that's the thing. Those ghouls flanked me and I totally crumbled.
All right.
Yes.
Got it.
Let's get them.
Eventually you get units that can heal and all that good stuff.
On the way.
I'm trying to think what I used to do in order to avoid that cluster. I think I probably left 2 warriors in the town.
We're on it.
Yeah,
On
I
the
probably
way.
did that. I probably left 2 warriors in the town just in case ghouls went after the townspeople and brought everything else up to the bridge. A little laggy. I think my computer needs a restart. And also, this is trying to get this game to run was not an exact science,
All right.
Let's get them.
and they don't want. They're gonna try and get me to come to that. There's a white down there that I don't want to deal with. The white is a
Right away.
kind of this like husk mummy looking thing. It's big and bloated and fat, and it's filled with explosives. And if you
Right
get
away.
close to them, they blow up. Yep. One more mission. Zoom in, get really close in on these awesome sprites. It should pop up. Alright, let me switch. Alright, that should be correct. So then it gives you the breakdown of like what happened. So you got 8 survivors. The warriors did 50% of the damage. They had 19 kills, they lost 4. I had a dwarf, he did 9% damage, he got 0 kills and lost. You know, and then the heroes, it's like, okay, you had a warrior, he had 5 kills. It gives you all this stuff. And this was an interesting feature at the time, was the feature of save film. Everything in Myth is a replay, and you can save that film so you can go back and look at it. This was cool for single player, but for multiplayer this was amazing because you could multiplayer, you know, you could be like, okay, what did I do wrong here? Learn from your mistakes. And then you could also do stuff like if you were playing against a clan in a match, you could download their previous matches and look at it, and it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. So I'm just gonna go to the next level. I didn't like how I played that, but just go ahead.
Tuesday, August 5th, King's Highway. Having turned back the attack on Crow's Bridge, we headed south to rejoin the Legion in another small town called Otterferry. On our way, we met a force of our own men hurrying in the opposite direction, who gave us ill news. The vanguard of our army, 20,000 men, has been camped near Otterferry for 2 days now. The mayor of that village must have guessed our plan to cross the Scamander River behind the main enemy force and to attack them by surprise. Perhaps in the cowardly hope that he would be spared when the Dark sacked Madrigal, the mayor intends to betray us to the enemy. A quick death will be too good for him, but we will have time for nothing else. One of the locals knows of the clearing where the mayor arranged his meeting with the Dark, and will lead us there.
Motherfucker. And I will switch over to, once it loads, I will switch over. Switch over now. Yeah, I started a little bit late today because I woke up early and I was trying to get through everything, and I was trying to work on the.
Have you seen the mayor of Otter Ferry?
Sure. I passed him near the stone monument.
He is a traitor to his town. Will you lead us to him?
What now?
A traitor? Then let's move before he gets away.
Yes, sir.
I was trying to get the overlays to work, work out all right. So that was kind of a. So it might be running laggy because I had Myth open, I had Photoshop open, I had like 15 different things open. So now they have introduced us to a new unit. This is the Journeyman. Journeyman can take a lot of damage, is resistant to explosions, cannot really attack well because he only has a shovel, but he has Mandrake Roots, and Mandrake Roots are what allow you to heal units. So super useful. And of course it's a freaking ghoul. I hate them. Just always in my way. They're so much faster than everything else in this goddamn game. So it's like you're always freaking out about them. And they're freaking out not about like how much that they can take out of like your army, but they can take out your dwarf. And it's like your dwarf can do so much damage if you use him correctly, or he could die in like 3 seconds.
Guys.
Stand clear.
Come on. Let's get him. Come on. Get him. Shoot.
Move here.
Let's
move
try
there.
and let's get these guys out of position.
Casualty.
Wow, that was freaking great.
Make up your mind. Oh, yeah.
One, two, three. Okay. I'm gonna throw a bomb there. Let you get that.
Make up your mind.
Yeah, there's friendly fire, so I just stupidly
Yes, sir.
watched him get smoked.
Incoming.
That should be enough. Oh,
Move
stupid
here.
bounce. The bombs can sometimes do that.
Move there.
Hey, move it.
Yes.
Stand clear.
Him. That.
Yes.
Heal him. I'm gonna need it. Get over there, you fat ass.
Make up
Yes.
your mind.
Oh my god, really? Come on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Heal him.
That was mine.
Right? Heal him while you're at it. Alright.
Sir?
We survived it. Somehow, some way, I have no idea. Alright. Now come here. You'll notice that they, like, over here, it's got, like, this is 3 mandrakes that you have left. So there's a limited supply of healing. He's got 4 satchels. The satchels, you can... They're just like you would think. There's little packets of black powder that you can lay on the ground, and then when you throw a bomb, it can sort of set off a chain reaction. So you can like reinforce areas that you really want to defend with that. In Myth 2, for the archers, they introduce flaming arrows. In this one, they don't really have anything. So that could have gone better, but it's alright. We lost one archer. We lost the villager, which is not like the worst. This is also a tough... It's meant to be a little bit tough because they don't give you like a battalion of warriors. Not yet, at least. I think they eventually give you one. You know, it's having kind of like micro intense units early on. It's kind of rough. You can't just like bulldoze your way in. So this is really weird coming back to this. So after such like a long hiatus, but it's also super awesome. So I'm gonna do this mission and then I'm gonna call it for the day because I apologize. I know I got off to a late start, but you know, trying to get the layout semi-correct. So what do we got up there? We got that. So I want these guys here, him here, and I want him here. The dwarf up front. Also, another amazing feature: trees block arrows.
Hey,
Like,
move it.
you know, this is for real stuff.
Step aside.
Hey, I told you to attack him.
Make up your mind. Move here, move there.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. People kill him. There you go. Good job.
Stand clear.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. I just have to kill the mayor. I think that's the mayor. Shit, shit, shit. That was dangerous. That's it. Yep. Just had to kill the mayor. Get some bonus kills in. Oh, that's right. He can really make you go nuts if you don't do that correctly. But that was not bad. That was a little bit better. That was a little bit better than I expected. Let me switch over. Alright, so what did we get? Archers killed 8. We lost 1. Not terrible. Not terrible. Dwarf killed 5. That's good. It's good experience. Journeyman survives. Killed 2. That is not terrible. That is not terrible. That's not terrible. Now the question is, can I... Alright, so we're gonna get the cinematic, I believe, for the next one, because I can't quit from here. That was the thing they added in Myth 2, that you could quit after a level. But we're gonna get the cinematic for next episode's story.
Friday, August 8th, Otter Ferry. Our vanguard has crossed the Scamander unchallenged and remains hidden on the southern bank of the river. Their assault will begin 2 hours after midnight against Shiver's right flank, at the same time the Madrigal garrison throws open the Gate of Storms and attacks her from the front. But I won't be anywhere near Madrigal when this happens. An hour before the main attack, a small group of men and I will head in the opposite direction and strike at the enemy camp alone, hoping to divert forces and attention from the city before the real battle begins. The plan is to fight our way across a bridge and into the captured village of Comfort. From there, we'll locate the enemy camp and create as much of a diversion as possible. Every thrall that remains in the camp to deal with us is one less that our main force must hack to pieces at Madrigal.
Awesome. So now you're like on your way to do a little surprise attack. So let me switch just for a second, and then I'll log this out. I'll have to set up like a main cam, but that could take me in like 3 seconds. So what we're gonna do is here, we're going to save game. We'll call this Gaming Mornings. Save that, and now we will quit. Masterful music here by Marty O'Donnell. Like, this is, to me, this is his favorite stuff. Again, a lot of people give Halo like a ton of like credit, and like and Halo's a great game, but like the music that he does for Myth is absolutely fantastic. It's gorgeous. I love it so much. So, all right, let me quit out of here. Real quick. And then I'm gonna switch over. Hold on a second. Give me a second, guys. Add camera. All right. Don't mind me. So, yeah, so that was Myth the Fallen Lords. So that's the first 2 missions. I believe there's about 20-ish missions, and they obviously all get more difficult as you go along. I'm going to be continuing to play that until I have finished it. And yeah, you'll notice that on the... here, I'll do this real quick. Okay, you notice that down here, I've kind of linked to our official website. It's geekwatch.com, g33kwatch.com. And if you want to watch more of the streams and enjoy, if you enjoy what you're watching and you really want to help support us, watch the stream on GeekWatch. You can obviously watch it on our Twitch page. Like, that is totally fine. But watch our website. Follow us on Facebook and on Twitter and stuff like that. Because following us on Twitch is good, because that will give you information on when we go live. You can set up your email notifications like that. And on Facebook, about 5 minutes before I go live, I post there every morning. And same thing on Twitter. And also when I upload the archive, it'll be up on our YouTube page, but I also post about it on the website itself and on Facebook and all that stuff. So like, it's just easier to kind of keep up with the videos and other articles that we write. So yeah, and I may be doing some other stuff in the future. So if you want to know about that, then the easiest way is to like us on Facebook and on Twitter and all that other stuff. Join the conversation, blah blah blah. All that social media hoo-ha. But it does help. It really does help. So yeah, that's been Myth the Fallen Lords. That's our episode 1 for that. We're just gonna keep going and see how badly we can do, which I'm sure will be pretty freaking terrible. But yeah, so that's what's going on with us. And guys, thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one, guys.